2 days ago, a scared monster had escaped its prison and released destruction due to fear. 6 brave adventurers took on this creature to release the tortured soul trapped inside, to save a friend. However, to the public, this was not the story told. Instead, 6 rogue adventurers unlawfully crossed over property of Alurin's government, entered a military training base to coerce officials there to release a prisoner, and when met with disapproval, retaliated with force. More than 20 Watchers lost their life. People of the Alurin community ripped from their families. In addition, they released a monster whose wrath and rampage requires to be stopped. You guys have been kind of in and out of consciousness. But finally, your eyes begin to sort of open, and you're dazed and a bit confused. There is a blinding white light above you. And as your eyes sort of wince and you focus on it, there's just these flickering white runes, sort of, twitch a little bit as they move. It's sort of like the lights in school where when you look up you can sort of notice a little bit of like flickering in them. There are all 5 of you in this cell together. You have none of your equipment and are instead equipped with sort of these baggy, tunic-like golden sandy colored clothes. Your hands are unbound. You have your hands. But in front of you is a cell wall, metal bars, and a door. And you notice 4 guardsmen standing outside. Fel, your neck is collared with a silver medal.
Oh, that's not my color.
As you all sort of come to consciousness, you notice Rethny is still a bit groggy, not responsive. But what do the rest of you do?
Do I have my hands bound or
Nope,
anything?
none of your hands are bound.
Okay.
You were in the cell. It seems like you were underground. There is stone all around you.
Did we complete a long rest in the time that we were unconscious?
Yes.
Cool. Take that. Okay. I'm making sure, because I think the only thing I can do right now is cantrips, because I don't have my spell book.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 4 cantrips I can use.
Does Sharp look like they're
Oh,
thinking
Sharp's
of
fucked up.
casting a
Sharp's
spell?
not.
Well, no,
no,
but I mean, like, do they look like they're thinking of like using magic of any sort? Like, are they just kind of like bird face stoic? I guess.
Sharp is like huddled in a corner with like it looks so weird because he's like disheveled because he doesn't have like his little wizard hat or cloak. It's
Shows
just
off his balding spot.
he's not balding. He's not.
He's 74.
You're not.
Oh, as one of our dedicated
No.
fans has discovered, 29 years of age is middle age for Kengus.
So Sharp's like 40, whatever.
85,
No.
give or take.
Anyways,
He's
91.
he's gonna live 182 years, Ron.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyways, I stand by what I'm
In my
saying. Does he
heart.
look like he,
He's not gonna cast a spell.
but he look like he's thinking about it? Like how when some people think of us when they're really passionate about, and you can like see it on their face, and you're like, I know you're about to talk to My Little Pony right now.
he's
Like-
he's like looking down at his wings, like determining what to do. Yeah, sure.
Word.
He
Okay.
seems focused and or disassociated.
Rob will probably look kind of like amongst the party. I'm assuming that this is like what, like 20 by. Like, I'm assuming this is not a large room that we are in. Like, we're all probably.
it's about 15 by 15.
Okay. So, there's probably like a few paces between everybody, but nothing crazy.
Mhm.
Word. Rob will kind of look amongst the party. She wants to try and see if she can kind of like clock what anybody is thinking about, what anybody, like if anyone looks like they are abhorrently distraught, or if anyone looks like they're still. I don't know. Rob, I don't know if you guys want me to roll an insight, like if your guys' characters is trying to like hide that they're upset or whatever. Like Rob just kind of wants to see if she can clock how everybody's feeling. I don't know why it took me 30 words to say that.
I would say Mossran's like visibly upset. He's probably sitting somewhere with his tail wrapped around himself.
Bell is.
I think Droll also looks pretty upset.
The like random turtle shell carcass that's like sitting on their wall.
Shut the fuck up.
It disintegrated. There is no random turtle shell carcass. It is gone. It is ash.
No, leave the turtle shell there.
No, there was no remains.
It's like Mario.
Just yeah, we like throw it like a green shell.
How does Fell look?
Bell is rubbing his head as well as like one hand he's like rubbing where he got like fucking smacked
Yeah.
6 or 8 times.
Right.
Dude,
And then his other hand is like sitting there like trying to get his hand underneath the collar. It seems to be visibly not comfortable.
Rav will probably walk over to Mossfern first and just kind of very slowly like place her hand on the top of their place their hand on the top of like Mossfern's head, like kind of in between their ears, and just kind of like ruffle, like very gently ruffle their hair. And then she'll look down and kind of smile, and we'll figure this out.
he's not gonna verbally respond, but he is going to push your hand away and turn the other way.
She won't push on him, if he doesn't seem to want anything, she'll walk away, and she'll make her way over to Sharp. She does not ruffle this old man's balding.
He's not balding. He has all of his feathers.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll get you some keeps.
I'm about to be balding.
We'll get him a toupee.
But she'll walk over to Sharp and kind of look at him. Are you okay? Well, as okay can be. Right.
I can't do everything, but some stuff. If we're thinking about getting out of here, I suppose.
Sharp, I don't mean to dismiss your abilities, but seeing as who we're realistically up against right now, I'm sure he's thought of most of the moves we could make if we had the ability to.
I suppose that's true.
Don't do anything that'll put you in harm's way.
Yeah.
And she'll then make her way to Fel and kind of very lightly, like in that weird like friend way, like kind of like just punch him in like the shoulder. And she'll
Ow.
she'll smile. Should have gone down in one hit.
Yeah, I'm feeling that now, actually.
It's definitely a show you gave them.
I kept him away from Elidri a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And as you all settle down, you hear footsteps coming down
No,
from the hall.
great.
Burn in hell.
Here's hoping it's shifting of guards and not. He turns around to the man himself.
And standing there, just behind the wall, yeah, just in front of the cell wall, hands behind his back, eyes looking down at you all.
How tall is this
Lord of
motherfucker?
Lauren. He's around like 6'5".
Damn. So are you gonna talk first, or we need to talk to you?
As always, we find ourselves in a troubling position.
Tell that bastard to stop looking at us. Okay, bye.
Dude. What?
So
Great through
yeah,
Snapchat. I'm sorry.
Gray has been also talking to me. Gray unfortunately
Oh.
got roped into setting up a pool when going
Oh,
over to somewhere for
okay.
lunch. So will most likely be unable to join us this session.
Okay.
Um,
I was.
but we're good. Yeah, you're being held against the rule essentially.
For like 1 minute.
The Lord starts pacing in front of the cell. By morning, you will all be executed for your crimes against
Mhm.
Illyrin. In the meantime, I have questions for each of you. Who wishes to go first?
Is it like an individual thing we're being pulled out, or is this like a,
One by one?
you know?
I can go first.
Any ushers for a guard to unlock the cage? I would appreciate no scheming while we're gone, as he's looking to the rest of the people in the cell, and he looks towards the guards. They'll be listening.
Sharp looks up and takes note of where the guard puts the keys on his person.
It's instantaneously steaming.
No, it's me.
With that, cell closes, and Ruff, you walk with the Lord, and you
Am
all
I,
hear
like, Are my hands now bound, or like am I just
No.
walking?
Hands
Okay, we're
unbound.
just walking.
You're walking behind the Lord. The steps faintly disappear from the cell. Is there anything you guys would like to do whilst Rav is gone? We'll settle that before me and Rav talk.
Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you hopping in one-on-one calls?
No. I would just like
Oh.
everyone to deafen, except for
Oh, okay.
Ro and
Oh, we're just gonna watch.
Yeah, we're just gonna
die inside.
Wait, can I listen?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
Audience
Wait.
member number 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Wait,
I-
mute or deaf?
Deafen.
Deafen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Concordis was actually filmed in front of a live
I'm actually-
studio audience.
It usually is. I really gotta get drawings for like the Bamfo whenever
What?
a person talks.
Oh, wait. I'm stupid.
I feel like I'm also just gonna serve it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta server mute Austin as well, because Austin will just keep talking.
Yeah. Okay. The door to your right. It's nice sculpted wood, but as it opens, you can tell it's not usually in use because it just
Need some WD-40 on that thing.
for real. And as you enter the room with the Lord, I shall warn you, this room allows for magic to be cast. So,
Understood.
be forewarned. Then he closes the door. Gestures for you to sit in the opposite side.
I will do so.
He takes a seat.
She seems to be holding herself in what is presumably an air of false confidence.
I recommend, as I ask you these questions, you tell me the truth, and only just. No foregoing information, no tricky wording. The truth. I'll find out either way. What all occurred on Runeset Isle?
Moonset Isle. Well, we went to help a unknown SOS beacon that we assumed was from a village. We arrived. There was, I think, 3 groups of bandits on Runeset, all kind of battling each other for one thing or another. I can't entirely remember what everybody wanted exactly, but I'm sure some was prestige, some was whatever item everyone is looking for on there, and others were just, in for the fight. We helped this village, got, I wouldn't say like kidnapped, almost like secondary hired by another man. I played an excellent game of chess. I won. Killed some werewolves, found an old god, helped him, didn't help him. It was kind of a weird in-between session of both. Talked to another, what we can presume is old god, who allowed us to borrow a pretty powerful weapon. I mean, this isn't all chronologically exactly how it happened, but I'm assuming you kind of just want the more important bits. Made some friends, adopted new party members. Left.
And these bandit groups, the names were?
Blue Rollers. I think it was one from an area that I was more familiar with. But I'm still not entirely sure what they were doing there. I believe it was Bleeding Hearts. And then there was Roy and Kane's little grouping that I can't remember either.
And your group killed all of them?
No. We never claimed that we did. claim we
Simply
solved the
left.
problem. I just want, for the record.
Did you kill any groups?
Yeah,
Which ones?
killed quite a few of the Bleeding Hearts. And with Roy and Kane, we kind of just killed them, and from there, without, leaders, their group disbanded in a way. At least on Rinset Island.
So the blue rulers are free. Sure. You talked about old gods. It's a very interesting claim.
I think we're on 3 for 3 at this point.
How did you help one of them?
He wanted an item in a cave. We got it.
And this item was?
Some rock. Wasn't useful though. Said it was basically all drained up.
Was there anything else in this cave?
Some symbols, burn marks.
Symbols? What symbols?
Ooh. Don't really recall. I think there were some puzzles we didn't finish as well.
Is this information you are foregoing purposely, or because you yourself do not remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was the stupid. Wait, no, actually, it was the prism, right?
Prism Thunderstorm.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll come back and I'll go like, oh, don't. It was a prism, something similar to that.
His posture shifts quite a bit.
Rob will smile.
And where is Lucendai, Lucian, Twiggy, Valentine, Droll, even?
Do you want it in order or just the general consensus?
General consensus.
Gone.
Ravafina Liada.
That is the name.
High standing name, at least in Solund.
Unfortunate that we're not there.
Truth. I was gonna say words that were after that to make it just. But I realized it'd be way more funny if you just said truth.
Slay, girl queen. You got this.
What are you doing here in Allurin then?
Well, funny enough, originally I was running for my family, but I think correct me if I'm wrong here, town, it's 11 days left now, or is it 10?
It was day 4 or 5 when you.
Oh, so we're on like 8 or 9 then.
So, and 2 days passed, so.
So we'll say,
Around,
oh, so we're in 6?
around 6 or 7, yeah.
Alright. Well, I believe, if my internal calendar is right, I believe in 6-ish days, I'm supposed to be back in Solund.
Well.
I'm actually required to be back in Solund. So I was actually going to ask if I could write a letter that would explain why I'm not back. You can read it, of course, and if you choose not to send it, then.
I think I will do just fine in explaining your absence.
Understood.
Speaking of your family, do you know what's most important to your mother?
Could be money, could be power. The one answer it isn't is family. Could also just be legacy. I could see her really wanting her names to be in the books.
Interesting. Well, that's all I have for you. And he stands back up.
Do you mind if I ask you a question before I go back?
Go ahead.
Outside of gaining the stone and doing whatever you will with it, what point does it prove to you?
Is this the part where you get the quote-unquote villain to explain their master plan?
No, I don't really, to be forthright with you, I don't really care about your master plan. If you told me there was no point, I wouldn't really care either way. Just something to think about. For me, anyways. I'm sure you've been working through this for years now.
This world is plagued with unjust and people that are meant to protect those treated unfairly have failed to do so. So, I have to take it into my own hands.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back now.
It is a bit ironic, your situation, that message. I understand, but...
Unjust is someone in power who attacks those smaller than him.
Well, bones need to be broken for them to heal stronger.
Or to get bone cyst and cut cataclysmic injuries. But what is pain without the eventual eternity of gain?
Quite true.
And she'll stand. Follow behind him.
You walk off back towards the cell. I'm waving at everyone to see if I can get their attention. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
I deafened myself again. I got undeafened and then.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hold up. I got this. Alright, I just screamed in case DMs.
I think he may just be stuck in deafened
Limbo.
mode.
Oh, I got a DM.
Abba-dabba.
Babadaba.
I was like,
Um,
it's like I got this, and then I just in all caps typed that in your DMs.
The Lord returns with Ravafina, and the cell doors open once again. Who next?
I'll do it.
Come along then.
All right. Phil gets up. Still like rubbing his head and neck.
The door is closed once again, and the Lord and Fel walk off. Again, is there anything the people in the cell would like to do?
Sharp kind of just pipes up. What did they want?
He wants to know about Runeset Isle from me. I wouldn't be surprised if it's different questions for each of us, though.
I hope not. That's it.
Once again, deafen time.
I almost deafened.
No, it's Rowan's turn. The Lord approaches the door, opens it, enter.
Alright. Phil walks in.
Closes the door behind him and gestures towards the seat opposite of him as he sits down.
Phil said.
I shall warn you, this room allows for magic to be cast. I'll advise against it, though, from you, as it will not end in your favor.
Yeah, I don't
During-
think I have any magic that can
Either way.
really do anything to you.
Either way, during this, I'd ask that you keep your hands within view.
Not like I have anything, but Fel sets his hands on the table.
I also recommend that as I ask you these questions, you tell me the truth, and only just. No foregoing information, no tricky wording, just the truth. I'll find out either way. What
Yeah.
occurred on the Isle, Phil? Or is it Isle?
The whole story?
Say again, you
Or
glitched
just-
out.
Do you want the full story of how I got there? Or do you just want...
Everything you can provide, please.
I was aboard a pirate ship, as you may know. After that, we attempted to fight the Red Death. We failed, as you would imagine. And I was put upon the shores of Ruined Isle, to which I was found by the Blue Rollers. My time with them can be said as about my time here, actually. Going to places I don't really want to and doing things I'm not entirely wanting to do. Then I found Rav. And so I stuck by their side. We defeated Roy and Kane. They had already defeated fucking Farkass, whatever his name is. After that, Droll wanted some power on the Rinset Isle. We went and talked to this old guy. Said he wanted some rock from the cave, so we went and we retrieved a rock, gave it to him. Said he was some god. Not that I necessarily believe him, but there are some ruins down there. Now that was something tangible. The stones. Whatever they were. I don't know.
So, this item he wished to grab for you, do you know what he called it?
I don't remember. I didn't care at first, and by the time I started caring, it was too late. He didn't say it again.
But you did say stones, plural. Have you seen more of them?
Me? No, I think someone else did earlier in the party. But not me. I just know there's multiple. I don't know how many.
How do you know there's multiple?
Stories. The way the cave looked. Didn't look like there was just a slot for one stone.
Who was your captain on the ship?
Pinocchio's. Although,
And
if you're gonna ask me where he is, not gonna be able to help you much. The Red Death has a good way of separating people.
how are you able to become a werewolf?
Well, a lot of dumb decisions led to that. But I knew Rav for quite a while. We were childhood friends. We were on a ship together for 2 years. Rav leaves. I stay. And that's the first time the Red Death attacked. It took my family away. So, when I was aboard ashore, there was a tavern. I met this woman who could perform these blood rituals, this blood magic. And I thought, that's it. That's the key to what I want. And so, I asked her, became her student, and I became a blood hunter with her. Well, she's already. It's where I made a bad decision and became a werewolf by accident.
Do you love Ravafina?
Takes a minute. Why wouldn't I?
What about the rest of them?
I've learned better. That to get close to too many people.
Well, that is all the questions I've had. And he stands up once again.
Before Folk gets up. I'll do anything to make sure she leaves unharmed.
Unfortunately, Fel, I don't think any of you are in a position to make a trade.
Yeah.
He opens up the door.
He gets up. He walks out.
And he walks out with you, and you begin walking down the hallway.
Hello?
Hello.
Gotta get a better system with this. Is there definitely on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
I think we
makes more
should-
s- Probably makes more sense for me to just server mute or deafen everybody, and then.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I think so. I've got this. I'm gonna. Did I get one? Did I get one person? Yeah, there it is.
I got Rowan by just waving my hand really fast in front of the camera.
Oh, I. There we go. I copied and pasted the same DM that I put in the case DMs last time. Wow, wow, wow. Fog cloud. Oh,
What?
I should just cast fog cloud into the
Yeah,
into the Lord of Laren.
if you just, do it into his lungs, he'll totally die.
It's
Fog
the
cloud.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Kanku, come
God,
back.
I cast fat oath, dude.
Holy shit.
This is Hollow Knight. Let's go.
This is Hollow Knight.
One of the best gaming soundtracks.
Kanku, come back.
You come back.
We need you. Baby, come back.
I think you can put it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
Juice,
And
sauce,
little bit of just
ice,
wrist, little bit of flex. I wonder who is next to me. Let's come back.
Well, I guess as we're waiting for
I mean, I
King
guess.
to return, the Lord comes back and places Fel back in the cell. One of three, and he just looks at Rethne, Sharp, and Mosford.
Oh, I can't believe Sharp passed back out. Oh, the master will stand up. He'll hold it and he'll walk over to the door.
Okay. For these next deafens, I'm just gonna server deafen people, so it's a lot easier. That way I can undeafen you guys when it's time.
Here.
I'll server deafen K as well. So still tell him to undeafen himself. If you can.
Got it. I don't think he can if he's server deafened.
No, I mean like undeafen himself on Discord, so that way he's only deafened on by the server.
Well, yeah. I don't think you can undeafen when you're deafened, and then you get server. Like, watch. I'll be deafened. Yeah, it gives me a special thing where it says you cannot undeafen yourself.
I see.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Is there anything you guys would like to do as Mossfern is going next? No?
I sit in my corner and I cry.
Alright. I shall deafen people now, so that way it's a lot easier for getting people back.
That makes sense.
Watch you deafen Mossford. Mossford is deafened.
Shh.
Yeah, that's really
Not
dumb.
anymore, not anymore. Shh.
It's gonna be like here when you like undeafen people now.
Yeah. You begin walking down this hallway with the Lord. And as gets to a nicely engraved wooden door, he opens it and gestures for you to sit on the opposite side.
He'll sit and he'll keep holding his tail like it's like a comfort object.
Gotcha. As you enter, the Lord just looks at you. I shall warn you, this room allows for magic to be cast, though I'll advise against it. I don't believe it'll end in your favor. During this, well, you're holding your tail, so I don't need to see your hands. As I'm asking these questions, I recommend that you tell me the truth. No foregoing information, no tricky wording, the truth. Monsteron, what occurred on Runeset Isle?
I don't know what they told you last time. So, I mean, like, we got there. We cleared the first town. We cleared the other group, and then we went into a cave.
Anything strange
There
about this
was
cave?
there was some stuff down there, but nothing we could really get into. And we came back out and talked to something.
Something.
I would say someone, but something feels more appropriate.
This something. Was it powerful? Was it scary?
You just gotta kind of shrug.
I see. How did you get to this cave?
This is out of character. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that for a second.
In Rune 7
You know,
Isle,
we pulled Uber.
you killed an Uber. Essentially, you
Yeah, pretty much.
there was a figure that helped you get there through a transaction.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that until you brought it back up. We paid a guy to take us there.
Was this person a townsperson? Would you pay them gold?
I'm not the one in the group in charge of money.
Well, I can see that you're probably not one of the most well-informed people. So I'll just have one more question for you. How did you find your magic in such a quaint small town such as Quickwick?
The people passing through who had gone to school for it.
Oh, okay. This has been a pleasure. And he stands up and goes towards the door. And then he opens it and gestures for you to leave.
Got the kid in the principal office treatment.
So what'd you learn? I don't know.
I don't know, not do it again.
Do it again.
We not doing. I don't know.
And moves with you down this hallway as they get back down to the cell. And with that, the Lord stands outside with Mosferin down near his knees, just kind of sitting there like a kid who's been in trouble. Sharper Rethni, who's next?
Strut kind of just like pushes his arm against the back of the cell before standing up. Just looks at the warden.
Come on then.
Makes his way out.
As Sharp and the Lord leave, is there anything the people in the cells would like to do? No trickery afoot. All right. Wow, 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 wow. It's the sound of me deafening all of them. And you walk with the Lord.
Cast catapult on the guard's keys and kill the Lord instantly.
Would you like to try and cast it?
No.
Okay. Stops at the door. opens it, and gestures for you to go inside to the chair on one side of the table.
Does so.
And he enters with it. As you step into this room, you feel sort of an invigorating feeling, and he begins to speak. I shall warn you, this room allows for magic to be cast. However, I will advise against it. It probably won't end in your favor. During this, I'd like to have your hands within view, please.
Puts them up on the table.
I recommend as I ask these questions, tell me the truth and only just. No foregoing information, no tricky wording, just the truth. I'll find out either way.
Sharp nods.
There was a stone on Runeset Isle that person wished to attain. Have you seen these kinds of stones before?
I don't believe so, no.
Is this you willingly withholding information?
I think Sharp has only seen the one, right?
If Sharp believes so, then yeah.
Have I seen others?
There would be the red stone that Haitian possessed.
Okay, so maybe one more.
So it is up to you if Sharp just forgets that information or if...
No, you'd remember.
Okay.
One a while back, but I couldn't tell you about its whereabouts now.
Was there anything on the isle that seemed odd to you?
Plenty.
In the cave, you found the stone. What oddities occurred there?
Let me try to recall. There seemed to be remnants of something, there before us. Both much longer and more recent. A contraption of sorts. And the remains of an explosion, I believe.
How did you find your way to this cave?
It was. We were pointed in that direction by a mysterious fellow.
Was this a transaction of some kind?
In a way, but nothing that would be worth to any of us, just to this individual.
See. Does the term nightingale mean anything to you?
Once it did, sure.
Can you explain how?
I'm scrolling. Where is it? I have the name somewhere. I thought that it was here. Oh yeah, here it is. Sharp kind of like takes a deep sigh before answering this question. It was a tavern that I frequented during my time at the academy.
Where you attended with your group, the Gemstones.
I had some friends that went under that name, yes.
Is it true that you were part of a plot to assassinate the High King?
I don't know if we were there to do exactly that.
Who else was in on this plot?
Sharp kind of just mumbles to himself, kind of under his breath. Forgive me, but you should have given this up a long time ago.
What was that?
Asking for forgiveness. Yes, two others.
And then
What are you going to do to them?
are you trying to protect them?
I would hope that'd be obvious. They are my friends. Or once were.
Friends who may be involved in a very nefarious plot.
Not anymore.
I will be the determiner of that. Their names.
Probe. Goblin. Quick hands. Sharp stops for a moment before continuing.
Kind of shuts his eyes tight.
Snow. A tiefling. Beautiful.
You were in love with them?
I don't know how that's relevant.
I only asked because you gave them up so easily.
They knew what they were doing was wrong. As did I. As did Frobe. I've had that conversation with them more than once.
I'm curious as to what developed this consciousness.
Life at the academy. I was learning. My whole life I was destined to do one thing and one thing only. And when I was presented with an alternative, I took it. I left.
Well, I'll make sure the next Kenku I put in the academy doesn't leave so easily. I'm a bit disappointed that you gave up your friends and family so easily, Sharp. Thought I built a strong community in there, but it was wrong. And he stands up.
What do you mean?
You think it was Amara who found you in that nest? Found that nest. Abandoned by your parents? Well, I guess it is a kinder thought than what was the truth. You see, you had one simple duty, and failed to carry it out. And now, as it seems, your friend is dead. Frolb? Gone. Due to your negligence. Because you couldn't carry out a task. Frolb was influenced by your leaving. Found my tool becoming rusted. So I found a new one and put it to use. Don't be angry at me. Melidri is the one who killed your friend.
Frob gave it up.
Snow is the only one who's hanging on.
Where are they?
I think we're concluded here.
Where are they?
As he grips the handle of the door.
I'm dead tomorrow. Where are they?
Snow is training in Lowland. Opens the door.
Sharp is defeated. He just walks out.
And the Lord follows behind. Eventually you get to the cell. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Sharp enters the cell, and last but not least, Rethny is taken, and the Lord and Rethny go off to have their little sit down, their little fireside chat. But this time we can focus on what's happening in the cell.
Quickly, Sharp returns to his spot, but you notice that he does not have his eyes down at the floor. He's darting back and forth, seeming to try to make eye contact with people.
And the people is in the guards or is in
As in the people in the cell.
Oh,
Fel is pacing at the current moment.
Rav has sat back down, so Rav will hold eye contact if their eyes meet.
We are in a lot more trouble than I anticipated.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what the extent of everything is, but I don't think it takes a very high intellect to figure out that the Lord of Alurin is probably a pretty large enemy.
Hmm.
Well, what did you guys talk about?
My friends,
Interesting.
I got asked about our trip to the Isles.
I found out one is in Holland and the other is dead.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sharp.
I think we need to try to reach somebody out of the prison.
Well,
I could if I just had some fucking copper wire.
I don't think any of us carry that on us either, even if we did, you know.
Some things of note now. Everyone who entered the room and pertains to have magic, when you entered the room, you felt invigorated, like something had come back. But when you enter the hall, it disappeared again, and that disappearing feeling pertains in this cell as well. Along with that, something feels off about this all. You feel like you've had the same exact conversation, or you just feel like deja vu happening. With every one of you, every question that the Lord asked. If you'd like, everyone may make a wisdom save to see where this is coming from.
12.
I got a 17.
Let me
Oh, give me a second. Got a 7.
Is a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, it doesn't matter. I have a +0. That's an 18.
18.
8. Yes.
Doesn't matter, +0.
18.
I looked at it. I was typing something and then I had to go like change pages.
18, you said?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. 17 and 18. Raven fell. You've not been unconscious for 2 days. You have woken up each day. Same routine. Lord asked you to questions. They've been a little bit different each time, but
Fel will look that rough.
Oh, I'm assuming this is a look of like, do you know, kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
Rav will just nod her head.
is there anything anyone would like to do?
Sharp, what do you know about, like, time loops?
My professor may have warned about them when
But
I was messing with
they're
magic, but
possible.
maybe with enough power and expertise, but not of my doing.
Right. So, what about also? Do you know if there's like a spell that causes people to forget, like, just over and over and over again?
Would I know of such a spell?
Go ahead and give me a. Yeah, fuck it. You know, I mean, there's spells that modify the memory.
Yeah. There are spells that can create or remove memories, but they usually require some pretty intensive material components.
Just a question.
Do you suspect something?
I guess I am. I know something, but I don't know how much of it.
For real. Austin's mother comes and breaks the team out of prison.
In that case, Sharp will. What are the walls of this cell made of?
They're a form of stone brick.
Okay.
Um,
Sharp will take a talon and try to etch a marking into the wall.
However, for you, Sharp, with the idea placed in your head of modify memory, you do start to remember things. This is not the first time you've been asked questions by the Lord. This is the first time that you were asked the ones that you were asked today, but it's starting to come back.
I don't think we're dead tomorrow.
No, I don't think we are.
I don't think we're dead for quite some time.
Does this make things worse or better?
Oh, worse in the way that we now have to deal with it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And Rethni and the Lord approach. As Rethni is put in the cell, and the cell is finally locked with no one leaving it, the Lord stands there. This will probably be the first time I tell you this, but your friend Melidri left on a rock. I believe all of you are aware of this, but what you're unaware is that rock was stemmed from the gift I gave you. I've been following Melidri's tracks. He landed somewhere in Muledale within the night that he left. And I've overheard some things about him trying to break you out of jail. I think we all understand why that is a frivolous dream. In any case, do you have any last recommendations or requests for your untimely demise tomorrow?
I have some parchment and a pen.
Or
I like to write when I'm stressed. There isn't much else to do in here.
go fetch some parchment and pen. Anything else?
I'm about to lie.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's not gonna. Well, it could. It could. It could.
Unfortunately, during my time outside of the academy, I was prone to some injuries, specifically to my eyes. I would perhaps request a pair of bifocals.
Sharp, I would love a deception check here. I'm about to lie.
Deception check is a 14 plus 5 for a 19.
Copper frames, of course.
Sorry, I'm just aghast at how the dice wanted to treat me today.
Please treat bad. Please be treated bad.
You know, it's only fair that one to be executed should be able to look his executioner in the eye. Don't you believe so?
Go ahead and fetch the bird some glasses. Anything else?
That should be all from me.
Understood. Well, I shall see you all in the morning then. The Lord finally walks away. And in due time, Rav receives pen and paper, and Sharp receives glasses, bifocals.
Mm-hmm. Do they have the copper frames that I
That
requested?
you requested? Yeah, they do.
Okay, cool.
He's getting expected when Sharp uses. Sharp is not going to show up to the execution with glasses tomorrow.
No, he puts them on when he receives them, obviously. But he's going to wait until.
And the guards, they stand at attention after giving you these things. And two of them move closer to the end of the hallway, as two just sort of sit at the leftmost edge over the cell. And that is where we'll take a quick break. And we're in this episode,
All right.
interview. This has been interviews with the Obsidian Stags.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
Dude, I thought about something after the Lord had because I wanted to trade something with the Lord, and he's like, "You're not in a position to trade." I totally had something that could have been cool, but